Halloween's over, which means it's time to get the family together, get cozy under a blanket, grab your pumpkin spice, whatever, and watch something that makes you feel thankful for wherever you are. It's Thanksgiving, and a time where it can be tough to find things to be thankful for. I'm here to give you some movie recommendations of movies that you may not have known were actually Thanksgiving movies. Addams Family Values. One Thanksgiving movie manages to embody both the bizarro world chaos energy of our times and the twisted morbidity that underlies the beloved holiday. A heartwarming festivity with origins in ostensibly creating the genocide of indigenous peoples by European colonists. That movie is 1993's Addams Family Values. Some folks who miss the point entirely argue that Addams Family Values isn't a legitimate Thanksgiving movie. I guess it's because there's no scene of a family gathering together and giving thanks before feasting on a big dead turkey. But actually, the movie's abject rejection to these Thanksgiving traditions is exactly what makes it so ahead of its time. What Addams Family Values proves is that you don't need to follow conventional scripts of a proper Thanksgiving in order to participate in the holiday's best qualities, like gratitude for your loved ones. Add pitch-perfect casting, packed with comedic gold like Joan Cusack as the homicidal bubbly blonde scamming Uncle Fester, and Carol Kane as Granny in a role almost indistinguishable from her Kimmy Schmidt character, and you have a movie firing on all cylinders. And a movie that works as both a Halloween movie and a Thanksgiving movie, says the guy who just did an Addams Family Values couple's Halloween costume no less than 3 weeks ago. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas hit theaters just in time for Halloween 1993. Ever since, fans have debated whether the harrowing story of a skeleton stealing Christmas is more Yuletide or Ghoultide. The real answer? It's neither. Ultimately, Jack Skellington's quest to find happiness is about appreciating what you have. And if that doesn't scream Thanksgiving, I don't know what does. What's more, the Claymation survey of autumnal holidays offers a perfect blend of post-Halloween theatricality with pre-Christmas jitters that just feels like the last Thursday in November. Take an extra moment when you stare down that magical turkey door in that iconic forest scene, and you'll see what I mean. The Nightmare Before Christmas embodies Thanksgiving, even if its most recognizable elements are pulled from other holidays. And who's to say you can't watch all fall long? Miracle on 34th Street. I know. Miracle on 34th Street is traditionally a Christmas movie. It's about a man who claims to be the real Kris Kringle and all the drama he causes in trying to convince everyone of that fact. Just like that one friend who continues to insist that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. Who cares? If it's a great movie and brings people joy, who cares if people consider it a Christmas movie? Besides, the "is Die Hard a Christmas movie" bit is over. It's been done to death. Find a new hot take. Like, for example, that Miracle on 34th Street is actually a Thanksgiving movie. How is it a Thanksgiving movie, Mark? Well, the movie starts during the Thanksgiving Day parade. What's more Thanksgiving-y than the Thanksgiving Day parade? There's 3 things you can count on Thanksgiving Day: dog show, football, and the Thanksgiving Day parade. There's something for everyone, and there is something for everyone in this movie. There's humor, magic, tears, and in a movie that questions the very nature of our belief in Santa Claus, it's the perfect way to kick off the holiday season and get into the holiday spirit. Funny people. Now you may be asking yourself, Mark, isn't Funny People a movie about stand-up comedy? Yes, it is. Mark, isn't Funny People a movie about a man's struggle with cancer? Yes, it is. Mark, isn't this a buddy adventure movie starring Steve Martin and John Candy, where they start off hating each other, but by the end develop a friendship stronger than they ever imagined? No! That's Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, debatably the best Thanksgiving movie ever made, which is why it doesn't belong on this list. But I can't have a Thanksgiving movie list and not mention Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. What do you take me for? That's crazy. Because then it would just be a list. Okay, fine. So then how is Funny People a Thanksgiving movie? I'm glad you asked. There's this amazing Thanksgiving scene halfway through where George, Adam Sandler, gives this touching toast about appreciating what you have before it's gone. being thankful for something is as Thanksgiving as it gets. No matter what your feelings are about Adam Sandler, Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, this movie hits hard. Sure, it's as hilarious as any Judd Apatow movie, but it tackles some pretty deep themes and leaves you with all the warm and fuzzies, just like a good Thanksgiving movie. She's Gotta Have It. What? Spike Lee made a Thanksgiving movie? Sure did. It's the 1986 classic, She's Gotta Have It, about a Brooklyn woman navigating 3 simultaneous relationships at the same time. Simultaneously. Now, at the time, in the mid-80s, it was revolutionary to have a sexually liberated woman of color protagonist who was standing in her own power and not pining after men, but instead in the power seat. The movie comes to a head when all 3 men show up for Thanksgiving at the same time, simultaneously. You can also check out the Netflix series that came out in 2017, which, as far as reboots go, it ain't bad. Well, that about wraps it up for this Thanksgiving movie list of movies that you didn't know were Thanksgiving movies. For more movie guides and recommendations, head over to Mashable.com.